Hello and welcome to Stephen Allen, Almost Daily. I'm Stephen Allen. It's a day. What more do you possibly want? Hello and welcome. Let's have a look. By the way, in case you never watched one of these before, what you think, what's going on here? I'm Stephen Allen. I will be reviewing some news and stuff like that. More on that later. I'm wearing these because I bought them. Look at these. These are glasses that are phase filters. What are they called? Polarization. So if you twist them, they get darker. I like them. Simple as that, really. Because then, if you're just looking at something and you're just bored witless, you can just close them off so you can see nothing. That and noise-cancelling headphones, and I do not need to pay attention to society anymore, which is good. Hello, welcome. How you doing? Also, I decided I hate the shirts, the way the collar sits. I hate it in all capacities other than buttoned up right up the wazoo, and that's why we're doing this. If you want to partake of any of the things to talk about, I mean, not too much about my physical appearance, otherwise I'll probably cry, but you can have a look in the comments section. Web Squirrel was first. Proper Memes was first. Joodles. Damn it, PM. Right, I have a pass out. Hang on, it's gone now. I have a pass out. Does that mean you're allowed out because you have a pass, or have you? Is it a blood pressure thing? And I shall be with you soon. I've just finished washing my nuts, said Web Squirrel. All right, fair enough. This Ems, who's in prison, says, Jesus, Web, third time's the charm. If you didn't see it, it was the best thing I've witnessed on the internet for ages. Trying to watch Ems type the word hello incorrectly 3 times. No, you get it right the third time. Incorrectly 2 times. That was good. What else is going on? Well, this is an attractive thumbnail. Nice. Yeah, thank you very much. Proper Memes for today's thumbnail. I'm in the Navy. You got to be HMS Drag On. Know what I'm talking about? Damn. Hang on, here it is. Proper Memes. While the HMS Dragon is stuck in repairs, Army is debating whether men, non-binary staff, can have long hair and wear makeup in service. Afternoon, says hi, okay. On the submarines, surely whatever happens on submarines stays in submarines, isn't it? Get in it. I know the RAF have started to let people with beards in, so looks like they're after a bit of this. Keep your comments coming, we'll see what's happening. What have we got to get through on today's show? I mean, more flipping war stuff, I suppose. But we kick off, as ever, by doing this. The front pages. And in the world of front pages, it is war, I guess. I mean, look, the Times starts with, is a 12-hour fast good for your health? Yep, probably. So that's not going to take any time, is it? Trump, Iran has nothing left, and war is nearly over. Nearly over. And I didn't even get to press my war jingle. Hang on. Let me get my war jingle. I suppose I don't need it as long as the war is only nearly over. War is very complete. All right, play the thing. Play the thing. War Watch. War Watch. War Watch.
Hang on. It's over.
Oh, War Watch. There's a chance the jingles are getting too long. So, War Watch, there you go, you're up to date. And it's over. Trump says it's very complete. President claims that the regime has nothing left in an hour-long phone call with Putin. Well, I'm glad he's been told first. What was this one here? President defiant as British households told to brace for the soaring. Everything costs more, doesn't it? It's hardly a flipping surprise, but it does look like it's over and done with. It's not over and done with. It does look like it's all over and done with. Who are the people who've really suffered? Let me find this story for you. Look, it's been hard on a lot of us. War is an ugly business. Blackmail is an ugly word, and it gives us many stories that we could pay attention to of people who have suffered because of this war. Inside the newspapers, we get this. Couple stuck in flightmare. A couple have had their dream holiday to the Maldives ruined due to the US-Iran war. Laura Higgins, 38, and Adam Wilson, 40, are now stuck in the Holiday Inn after their flight home via Dubai was cancelled. It's horrible. I mean, really, the number of casualties. In many ways, they're the real victims of this war. Imagine I mean, she's quite tall as well, isn't she? Imagine being stuck in a hotel with Lauren for the weekend. What are you going to do? I'm just annoyed at this because, yes, all the people who have been truly impacted by the war, that's terrible. But they're in a Holiday Inn. I flipping dream of being in a Holiday Inn. You know, whenever I do Friday night gigs into Saturday morning TV, I stay in what we're calling here migrant hotels. I wish. Some of those are 4-star. I've never stayed in a 4-star yet. Last weekend, previously, I did a gig in Belper, you might remember last weekend, and then I was on your tellies Saturday morning from 6. I stayed over in a hotel in Paddington. The Dolphin Inn is what it was called, or the Dolphin Hotel, I don't know. And I was on floor 2 you can't turn up and find me in that room now, so I'll tell you, 264, right? In room 264. On the floor below, room 164 actually was a store cupboard. It said on it, 164, store cupboard. And then above it, there's the mirror image of that, the copy above it. They'd put a toilet in there at a very weird angle, but I'm all right, I can work. I can work with the angles. I dream of being trapped in a Holiday Inn with Lauren, 38. Making me sick. Back to the front pages. So war's over. What else have we got? Anti-Muslim hostility, police policies risk splitting society between the people who like the policy and the people who don't, and one of those groups will call you racist if you are in the other group. What else have we got going on here? I think we're just dealing with the fact that so the war's over. Good. Now we've got the cost of war. Yeah. Cost of war is costing us some money. We've had Rachel Reeves giving it some of this, talking about what the situation is. And I've got a few clips here from Rachel Reeves in the House of Commons talking about the situation, because things are a little bit expensive with petrol and whatnot. She said this.
I'm also taking action to ensure that people pay the lowest possible price at the pump. In November, I extended the 5p per litre cut in fuel duty for a further 5 months and ensured that fuel duty will not increase in line with inflation this year.
Hang on. Why should fuel duty increase in line with inflation? The duty, a percentage of the price of it, as genuine inflation goes up, will earn them more anyway. If you're increasing the percentage that you take on the number that gets bigger due to the inflation, you're absolute double taking. But that's not even the worst of it, this.
Petrol is more than 8p per litre cheaper today than it would have been under the plans that we inherited at the election. And that discount increases to 11p per litre next month once that extension takes effect.
Bear with. Hang on a minute. So what she said, she's making it sound like you're making an 8p saving, and pretty soon that's going to be an 11p saving. Oh, what, the cost is going down? Nope. It's in comparison to how much they would have been shafting us, right? So it's not that nothing's going to get cheaper. She's simply saying, we were planning on absolutely rinsing you, but we didn't do that. So actually, we're not robbing you of an extra 8p a litre. So where's the gratitude? And more than that, we were going to absolutely strap you to a table and plough you like a sexy field. And instead, we decided not to do that. So you're going to be saving 11p. Same price, probably going to go up, but still, even if it goes up, we would have been shafting you more to the tune of 11p. So how about me? Why stop there? If you're just making up numbers and expecting us to be grateful of the fact you're not robbing us further than you already are, do the whole hog. We were going to be charging you an extra pound. We were going to be absolutely destroying. We were going to knock through your back door with costs. But instead, we decided not to. So, flipping. Right, what have I missed? In the chats, I heard Kermit's after. It's difficult, says Ems, to type when your phone is in the Middlesbrough prison. The fact that you can still type and it's there, I'm impressed. Especially if it's one of those old phones where you've got to press the number 7 key 4 times to get an S, because you've got some skills going off down there. Thanks, PM, says Joodles. What have I missed? Oh, war. Oh, what is it good for? Absolutely filling the news and keeping broadcasters paid. Shh. Don't let people know that the broadcasters need the money. In Hi-Ho Kermit, clever C. Best not, don't know that we get filtered out here. Proper Meme says, hope you're not using cheap Chinese phones. That might turn into a pocket rocket. Ooh, you don't want a lithium explosion up there. Or maybe you do. I don't know what happens in Middlesbrough prisons. Beware of that, Ems. Said, yes, earth yourself. Like Starmer claiming electricity has gone down, but it's actually gone up. Oh, no, I saw that. I saw he did the same thing as a few weeks ago, talking about the rate of inflation coming down. And then within the same paragraph said people paying less. No, 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 no. People paying more, and then people paying more than more, but paying slightly less more than we thought would be the case. Com says, Rahul, com to you too. Come again? All right. So thanks very much. This is what happens when we turn the filtering off on the chat, and that's proper meme's fault. Thank you. Right. We think we've done all the front pages because it's all going to be all the flipping same, isn't it? So what else we got here? Fuel duty hike could be axed as energy bills soar by £300 in a year. Flipping. Any of this more fun? There's got to be something. Gillian Anderson. I never had any red carpet style. That's when you're still sexually active during that time. Is that what that is? Is that what that story is? Is that what it is? Probably not. All right, so we'll move on. Let's get inside the news.
Let's get inside the news.
Con app. Says Rahul. Because when you said com, it didn't make any sense. But now you've said con. Sorry, my fault. I'm not good at reading the comments in the. There we are. That makes more sense now. Thanks. For a minute there, I was accusing you of not making any sense. But come, my lady, you're my butterfly sugar baby. I wish I could play. It's plugged in today. It shouldn't do. No, oh no, don't. It's not a Friday. I don't know the chords to that one either. So let's get inside the news. What are some of the news stories? We've got an absolute ton of them, and they're all rubbish. Sorry, it's just absolute guff today. Let's do this one. Not so smooth criminal. That makes no sense. It's like saying com in the middle of a sentence for no good reason. North Korean tyrant Kim Jong-un, I know some people call him, holds hands with his daughter at International Women's Day. Because I tell you what, if ever there's someone who really is there to support women, is it him? Where he bizarrely spoke about female wrinkles. Look, to be fair, he does not have any wrinkles. Because he's so obese, he's inflated like a balloon. No, I'll give you that one. Kim in Pyongyang, with Kim, I'm confused, said that women might be physically weak, but they are also strong-willed. Okay. Oh, no, so I see what he's doing. What he's doing there is he's trying to tee us up, getting ready for the fact that she's going to take over. And he thought the best way to do that would be remind everyone that women are physically weak. No offense, sir, but I think you also might be somewhat physically weak. You're a big man, but you're out of shape. For me, it's a full-time job. So women are physically weak, but they can walk upstairs, dude. So maybe just not have a go at them. That one. I think Kermit, I think it's pronounced McCom. Didn't have much red carpet style either, apart from fainting on them on I'm a Slave. Oh, Gillian, the McKeith. Is that what it is? Is that what that says? Imagine having Kim Jong-un as your father-in-law. It's not the kind of family you can get out of alive, is it? That's the problem. Good point. Yeah. Thanks, Raoul, for that. My name. Thank you. My name is Com. Female wrinkles, says Joodle. Kim Com's been to a Middlesbrough prison. Is that what it's known as? Smuggling in the old female wrinkle. That one's not my fault. Somehow that's not my fault. How about this one? 1 in 3 expect doomsday soon. It's the end of the world. And I knew it. I should learn that chords as well, shouldn't I? But it's not Friday. 1 in 3 people believe the world will end within their lifetime, and they're absolutely joy to be with, aren't they? Imagine 3 people sat in a pub, one of you killing the vibes. Apocalyptic beliefs were found to shape our response to global threats. I see climate change, international war, AI. No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I know what you're thinking. Steve, you're such a pessimist. I know where this is going. You're going to say that the world will end within my life. Nah, I'm such a pessimist. I think I'll die just before it. Do you know what I mean? Tuesday, and then Wednesday the world ends. And I'll be like, missed it. Missed it by that much. The proper meme says my game, and M says, and I feel fine. I sang it almost, I did the Beatles version of And I Feel Fine, whereas End of the World is no. Sorry, my musicality is all over, it's all gone to piss today, hasn't it? The construction workers will give MPs condoms in a campaign for paternity leave for the self-employed. All right. I hope there's a lot of paperwork around this, because I think if you just go up to someone and give them condoms, just brandish a prophylactic, it'll come across as a threat. No, you're going to get yourself arrested. Yeah, you'll need these. But also, I misunderstood this story when I heard they were giving condoms to MPs. I was all in favour of it. I was like, yes, do more of this. And then I realised it was to promote the idea of paternity for the self-employed. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea of paternity leave for the self-employed. I'm self-employed. I ain't having any more kids, though, so I could do those condoms. But not that many, though. But I thought it was like when they give contraceptives to squirrels. You know, like we've got too many grey squirrels, we're going to give them contraceptives. I thought they'd thought the same about MPs. Yeah, a lot of MPs. There's too many of them these days. Can we stop them breeding? I think that would be a good use of taxpayers' money. Still, the condoms, it would be better just to put something in their food. You know, it's like the squirrels. You can't expect them to get the packets open with their little paws. They'll puncture it, if anything, won't they? Let's do some of the bigger stories here. What's this one? Okay, this is a nice break from the usual stuff. Liz looks so last century. There's Liz Hurley and there's Liz Hurley. Wearing what looks to be the same dress, or I wouldn't put it past her it not being, but hang on, we'll read it. Elizabeth Hurley rolls back 27 years in stunning thigh-split low-cut dress. Thigh-split and low-cut? You've got to be careful, you sneeze, that'll meet in the middle. The actress and model, two of them, 60, looked like she hadn't aged a day since 1999. I think she's doing it to rub Jim Carrey's face in it, or whichever face it is, because that's just mean. Doing this anyway is fine, but doing it when the news has been like, look at the state of Jim Carrey, he's aged in 20 years. She goes a couple of years earlier and goes, no, not everyone. I mean, her face is massively different. If you look at just the face, her face is hugely different. And this is what Jim Carrey needs to learn. If he wore a low-cut thigh-split dress and had large cleave, no one would have noticed his face was different. That is the true lesson of that story. I literally missed the bin from here. What else we got here? Oh, hang on. We'll cover this one while we're doing entertainment news. James Corden in bin battle. James Corden is locked in a bizarre bust-up with his neighbours. I'm on the neighbours' side. Don't even need to read the rest of it. I know exactly what's happening there. Let's get some of these down. I don't think that was his face. You don't think that was his? Sorry, Kermit, that's my fault. I don't know which word to stress here. We do need to give you the ability to italicize one word in the comments, because I don't think that was his face, or I don't think that was his face. Because one of them means you think it was an imposter. The other means you think he's had some sort of skin graft where they take buttock skin, move it to the face, because we all know you don't have a wrinkly bottom as you get older. Actually, I don't know that yet. We all know that by my age, you don't have a wrinkly bottom. There is a big chance that after this age, when I hit the next decade, maybe that's where the wrinkles go next. I don't know. There tends to be some areas of the body that are quite wrinkly, like it seems to be you're born with the scrot already wrinkly. Next thing, elbows join in, don't they? Then, I suppose as you get a little bit older, the crow's feet, the underneath this area start to go on me. I'm doing quite good for that. I'm very lucky that I don't have any wrinkles in the forehead, given that it is very prominent, isn't it? I suppose I look like I don't have any wrinkles in my forehead because it starts from up there, whereas most people's foreheads start from where the wrinkles are. Okay, no, fair enough. Now I get it. And then eventually buttocks. And then Jim Carrey. Is that how this story went? Me and Liz got it going on. You got to think you and Mrs. Jones. Rahul, what's your take on this? James tried to cordon off the bins. I look better than him. I'm aging, but I look better than AI Steve, which is not what anyone thought would happen with AI, is it? While we're doing the big ones, get this out of the way. Jamie's little tipple. Jamie Oliver glugs from a giant glass to get his weekend started. The Teleshare 50, which I believe is the age when your buttocks start to get wrinkly. Posted the snap on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Look, I just wanted to show you this picture. I know he looks like an absolute, but what else are you going to do with a massive glass? It's the only reason they make massive glasses. I've got sympathy for him, because my first urge was to be, look at this absolute pillock. But actually, you give anyone a glass that size, and they're going to be like, oh, isn't this funny? Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm having a bit. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. It's no one's fault that they go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa and think, you know what I'm going to do? I got to get me from this angle. Look, it looks like I'm pushing. Because we're all. There it goes. I'm not sure if we could. That's so rude. I'm not sure we should do that one. All right. Cocaine causes strokes. Not those kinds. Well, no. Using cocaine can double the chances of suffering a stroke, say medics. Are you telling me it's not good for you? Good God. And there was me. No one thought this was going to be a good thing for you. In fact, you know what? There is a front page that I must have missed when we're looking at the front pages. This is it, yeah. So that one, cocaine is bad for your health. Dong. Also, look at this one. Slow journey to old age with daily dose of multivitamins. Multivitamins are good for you. Boom. How have we just run out of news that we're now doing these things that we already know? Oh, look, they've looked into it. And taking vitamins is better for you than taking drugs. Well, I do declare. The bad side is I take vitamins all the time, and look at the state of me. This is the good version. We're in the good place. I had to create AI Steve from limited number of your selfies and promo shots. Maybe you should pay more attention to your photographer. Is that what I look like? No, but look, there are hours of me on the internet. My face is involved in most of these shows. Is this not enough fodder? I worry that I pump out enough as a radio presenter and TV personality, TV legend. No, you're saying okay. You're shaking your head. TV person, TV goer honor. That my likeness and voice can be very in this AI world. You really don't need me. You can get your own Steve by now. Do you know what I mean? Wow, that's news, says Hi. Do you know what? I nearly swore then. Nearly swore without the beat one. For sake. Cocaine is bad for you. Vitamins are good for you. That is, and there's a war going on. They had nothing else to write about. Don't tell that, says Ems, to anyone in Middlesbrough. What, the vitamins? Do they smuggle Sanatogen into prison for you? In your Middlesbrough pocket? They don't, do they? True Steve never sent nudes. Did I never send you any nudes? What was your email address again? I feel like I must have sent them somewhere else. propermemes1@gmail.com. Well, then that's a problem. Joodles, or at least have sent the nudes you asked for. Yeah, no, exactly. I did offer in the last show or the show before to send pictures of my bottom, and do you know how many uptakers I had for it? That's the wrong phrase. The uphill, no. No one was interested. You need high-quality photos to create an AI character. Online video quality is not great usually. It's 1080p. How many more Ps do you want? Yeah. All right, back into some stories. Actually, before we do the stories, let's do this bit. Because I have, for a while now, tried to fund this show, this experiment, this National Treasure? All right, no, less than a National Treasure. This doing a broadcast stuff by asking for Ko-fi. The thing goes, there it is right now, kofi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. A little tip just to keep this going, to keep me afloat mathematically. And then I started to do some song versions of it. We did adverts and then we did songs. And then we noticed in the last song that the only time people now give any good quiz is when I do an actual song. So I did a song, and I got a little bit of pushback recently about my quality of singing. Fair enough. Good point, well made. And by complaining about how I sing, I think people were thinking I would do less of it. Wrong. I'm singing. I hope that you appreciate it. It's the best that I can do. I'm singing. I call it singing. I hope that you will call it singing too. When I try to hit a note, I'm flat or I am sharp. I have the kind of singing voice they call a vocal fart. I open up my mouth and do my best to hit the notes, but you get a sound like what I found's a nodule on my throat. I'm singing with a kind of noise that might escape at night from a local zoo. I'm singing, I call it singing. I hope that you will call it singing too. You're yelping like I'm not helping, but it's not like I would sound like this if I really had a choice. Lately, health and safety have printed warning labels for my voice. When I try to hit the note, I'm sharp or I am flat. I worry local dogs and I have terrified the cat. It's not the kind of voice that you would hear in music halls. It's like I've sat down and then I found I'm sitting on my balls. I'm singing, yes I'm singing. I know it might not sound that way to you. I'm singing, I call it singing. I hope that you will call it singing too.
I can't believe that my friend Steve thinks that he can sing, ignoring all the trauma that his vocal cords can bring. I've listened to his songs and they don't sound that hot to me. I think it's bad and I've just had a truckie up to me.
Ouch. I'm singing. I fear the Trace Description Act. There's a chance that you might sue. I'm singing. I call it singing. I hope that you will call it singing too. It doesn't sound this bad when I am singing in the bath, but I'm at home so I'm alone, there's no one there to laugh. When singing in the local pool, and here's what I have found: anyone that didn't run willingly self-drowned. I'm singing, but it sounds more like I'm struggling with the pointy poo. I'm singing, I call it singing. And I've got to ask a favor of you, just pretend it's singing too. And we're back. Complain about my singing, you get more singing. Let's see what's happening in the comments section. What do we get to? It may look 1080p, says Proper Memes, but freeze frames are blurry. Bear with. Yep. Don't move. One more. There you go. I'm not showing you the back. Because I don't want you to make videos that have me facing that way. That's what's going on there. Proper Meme says Steve Bubble Under. Michael Bubble Under is what's happening there. Yes, daily. I've no idea what that's about, Kermit, but I agree. This video needs to be in black and white. Is it? Do you reckon that's going to help? Web Squirrel says AI looks and sounds so real now. If only that we would that it would that it was Robert Robinson. Indeed. Hello, welcome to Call by Bluff. Would that it were. Hello, watching from Australia. I'm sorry, Paul. You've put the effort into using the internet to watching a live stream all the way from the UK, and you've ended up watching me fail to sing like that. I feel it might have wasted some of your time, but thank you very much for being here. I can see now, says Proper Memes, why Steve complains about AI. The singing is not realistic. You're right. Any AI singing I've heard, it hits the notes. What's the flipping point of that? It loses what I like to call character, and other people call the pain part of it. Was he in Jungle Book? It was meant to be a Louis Armstrong impression, but for legal reasons, the video version did not include me looking quite as much like Louis Armstrong, as I'm sure Justin Trudeau would have done. Joyous, says Joodles, and what's this cheery singing all about? Any quote from a Buffy episode goes down a treat on this show. Thank you very much. Keep them coming. Get your comments into the comment section over there in the comments. YouTube.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. Now, back to keeping this show highbrow. Sex Fest is real growler. Well, grower, not growler, although both. Hang on, stay there. Oh, got a cough. Biggest ever swing-a-thon, which sounds like it's sponsored, doesn't it? If you put a thon at the end of it, I'm doing, can you sponsor me? I've got to think on it this weekend. Oh, yeah, what you did? I'm doing a sponsored swing-a-thon. Okay. As in, I'm the king of the swingers?
I'm the king of the swing.
No. The UK's largest sex festival will be bigger and better than ever before, say organisers. Well, they would, wouldn't they? But if you've got the kind of organisers who are willing to overinflate how big things really are, sounds like my kind of festival. The UK... Oh, got a message. The UK's largest set. I've read that bit. The team behind Swingathon say planning it is a year-round operation. So everything is in place for kinky Brits to get their kicks. Teenage kicks is where my brain just went there. I was halfway through thinking of a joke and tried to carry on reading. So your tickets have gone up 17% on last year. It's going to be held at a new venue. Give me the flipping place where founder Stacey Cole. Where is it? Bigger for us doesn't simply mean higher attendance numbers. They mean dong size. Well, it's not for me then, is it? Speaking of which, I swear I'm ace at DIY. Swearing makes us better DIY people. People who launch X-rated rants carried out their household tasks better than those who didn't, according to bizarre research. Why would you do this? But then again, you're Keele University. What else are you going to do? The researchers told journal Frontiers into Swearing, swearing or use of taboo language may function as a kind of psychological warm-up to enhance our motor skills for the tasks that require manual perception, accuracy, and attentional focus. And it's made me rethink the whole BAFTA thing. Everyone's saying, why was he sat there shouting? He just had to put a shelf up. Let a brother put a shelf up. Well, maybe not brother. Move on. Flew too close to the sun there. Weakerist, that bad boy. Hang on, what's happening over here? X-rated rant, Grok roasting Starmer. The worst cleaning gig ever. Did I just get censored again? Said Jules. I don't know. It depends what you did. Did you just try and warm up before some DIY by giving it some? I nearly screwed this one up. We've not even read it yet. Here she is. J-Lo, Jenny from the block. Jennifer divorced Downer. I didn't know she married him. Hang on. Jennifer Lopez was about to give up on it all following her divorce from singer Mark Anthony. The superstar, 56, struggled after they ended the 10 years of marriage in 2014. J-Lo, feeling J-Lo, who had 18-year-old twins. 20, is that when they were? Hang on. Mark recalled that it was a really tough time. She said, it was actually really tough. I was a single mum with 2 3-year-old twins. Yeah. You were also something else, though, weren't you? You're also multi-millionaire, sexy lady. Look, I'm not saying it meant your life was perfect. It just comes across a bit like, I had it so tough. Some of us have it a little bit tougher. So you've got 2 young kids, difficult to look after, but that. Meanwhile, I've got 2 young kids, difficult to look after. I'm not a multimillionaire, and I don't know if you've seen pictures of me wearing that green dress that's very open at the front. But I've had to button this all the way up because it doesn't flatter. Look, I'll show you the collars. The collar just it's better now I've had it done up. But imagine me in that green outfit. Proper memes do not make that picture. I'm just saying, get over yourself. What's going on here? Evening, says Chris Hood. Evening. Nudes, posting nudes again. Is that what's happening? Nothing new, says Hi-Ho Kermit. Nobody wants my Frodo-esque nudes, PM. They're precious. I've had to pay people to take them. Well, you just got to get the right community. You've got to get yourself dressed up, next to someone as Gandalf. There would be people going on that. Show a picture of your Frodo-esque Frodos, but you refuse to show a picture of your bottom, and you have Gandalf saying, "You shall not ask." Yeah? No? Like, it's just an idea. There are no such things as a bad idea. But there are some that are pretty close, aren't they? I give up with typing today, says Ems. Life is hard. That's why you keep your socks on, but I never charge you. Well, that's something. What's going on? You know what? We'll crack on. Chat to women, not bots. Lonely blokes are rushing to get AI girlfriends because they're rubbish at speaking to women. Hang on. One dating expert who's probably got a book to flog. Silicon Valley matchmaker Nikki, I'm guessing even with an H, Nikki Hodgson, says they're too lazy to bother with the real thing. Yeah, that's what technology's for, isn't it? When they invented the washing machine, no one was like, people these days are washing their washing in a washing machine instead of schlepping their ass all the way down to the river and using some stones because they're too lazy to do the real thing. Yeah, technology is all about convenience. So no surprise that if you're not very good at talking to ladies, instead you'll talk to a chatbot that pretends to be one. Why are you moaning? You do realise, ladies, all this means is you won't be spoken to by someone who's no good at speaking to you. You've filtered out the ones who are all, hello, I like your boobs. That's gone. You'll get the good ones left. It follows a study that found that half of fellas aged 18 to 30, before your bum goes wrinkly, are pursuing chatbots as lovers because they're too scared of rejection. No, you got it all wrong. You might just, one thing I've learned, don't worry about rejection. Do what I do for a living, you get used to it. Because low stakes. If you get rejected by a woman, it's low stakes. Why? Because they reject. It is their main dynamic in dating. Their role is to reject, to defend the egg. So if you've been rejected by a lady, don't worry about it. That happens. If you ever get rejected by Grok, damn. I know it'll just because the servers are busy, but you will take that one personally. Don't do it. Don't do it. Repeat undies offender. Stinky Brits are washing their pants just once a week with millions using the same pair over and over again. Now, are you upset that they're not talking to you? Or are you thinking, do you know what, you smelly panted freak? Why don't you go and try and crack on with Grok and see what happens there? Why don't you get Gemini? She sounds like a stripper. Why don't you chat to her? Smelly fellas are setting the worst example with just 26% washing their underwear daily. Now, look, I'll give you this. I don't do a load of washing daily. But you got to be once and in, one and done. You can't reuse. You can't go for a second, spin around the block. And maybe that's just because I absolutely ruined mine. Oh dear. Arse and you shall receive. Hence Chazbot. Low stakes comedy. I have no idea what any of that means. No idea what any of that means. But that's a small picture. Hard up chippies battered. Fish and chip shops face a battering. They've done the same joke twice from the Iran war. Oh, sorry, I thought the biggest victims of the Iran war were the sexy tall lady and the bloke who were in a Holiday Inn. I was trying to do a barely newer joke, but I can't work out it. Experts say chippies could soon be hit by rising costs as markets have become increasingly volatile. How is it that when we had the Ukraine situation, fish and chips were, we're going to be more expensive now because of, a lot of the stuff comes through Ukraine. Now you get Iran being done. Oh, yeah, we're going to... It's as if it wasn't expensive enough. Have you been to a fish and chip shop recently? I went there a little while ago and it's like 26 quid. Can I just have a lick of one of your fish, please? Yeah, that'll be 26 quid. What? You can keep the cost down by not giving me 100 weight of chips. I'll have the small chips. All right, you better back up the fan. What are you flipping? And I wasn't even eating salmon. Let's do some of these. Oh, Justin's here. Hello, Justin. I only wash my pants once a week. What a great opener. You've said nothing so far in the chat. I've got no interest in the war. I've got no interest in the price of petrol. Pant washing, you say? Well, I shall tell you. I only wash my pants once a week because I only do a load of washing once a week. Yes, but the load of washing is made up of more than one pant, is what I'm hoping. Washing your underwear daily is a real chore. How about change to a clean pair? This is why I have more than one pair of pants. I don't want to come across as Billy Clean Bollocks, but I know I should have. But yeah. Hang on, says Joodles. Was Noel Edmonds some kind of Nostradamus? When does crinkly bottom take effect? You're not giving us the whole story here, Steve N. Buble. I don't know, not yet. I do know by the age of whatever age I am, and we're not saying it out loud anymore. But we know I'm still in my 40s. We very much know I'm still in my 40s because I moaned about the fact my son said I was 56, and I'm not in my... He said it to one of the carers at nursery, and she's in her 20s or whatever, and immediately I realised she thinks 56 would be near dead. So I had to say to her, I'm not in my 50s, which obviously implied straight I was in my 40s, and she thought, this guy's nearly dead. So best 50s or above. We must have people in the comments who are in their 50s. Can you measure how many wrinkles per square inch of your bottom you've got? Yeah, it'd work. That's good maths. Is this what World Wipe is really for? Is this what World Wipe is really for, Justin? I don't even know what World Wipe is. Yep, I concur, says Kermit. My pants still have the days on the front. That's a good, yeah. Y fronts. Well, any day that has a Y in it, you wear a Y front, so you do know what you're doing. That's why they put it on the front, so you know if you're coming or going, or whatever that joke is. I think we're up to date with that. And one final story. I just realised I've not written out my what I'm doing yet. Standing up on the rail commute. Look at the space there. Sweet. They don't even care anymore, do they? Put a word in. Come on, it can't. And look, a couple of spaces before standing. Up on the rail. If you'd have taken the spaces out before standing, you might have fit commute on there, and then builds and everything else right up. Standing up on the rail commute is not even a phrase. Builds balance and burns more calories than yoga fitness app experts have found. I don't give a. I want to sit down. That's why they put the seats on the darn thing. If I wanted to burn calories, I'd go to yoga and deal with some pillock of an expert. I don't know why this one's bothered me the most. I do. It's because of the desktop publishing element. Look at the state of that. Hang on. Standing up on... Oh, get rid of that space. Standing up on the... Put a bullet point in. Standing up on the rail commute. Hang on, how about this? About that. Standing up on the rail commute sometimes builds balance and burns calories. Oh, I don't mind that story at all. That makes a lot of sense. It's good to know. I feel better about that now. Do you know what? I won't mind standing up on the train. There's no way a yoga expert said this. Flipping Thameslink said this, pretending. All they did is they got one of the people who works in their office to put yoga pants on and be annoying about crystals and then say this. So we're all meant to go, oh, well, I don't actually mind not getting a seat now. No, it's not. No, because the yoga expert in those pants, the ones that look like her backside's trying to rob a bank, those ones. I don't mind that so much now. No, it's all right, isn't it? Right. I will have you know, says Justin, I put on a clean pair of pants each and every day, whether I need to or not. Good. I definitely need to. Maybe that's I should be partaking in World Wipe by the sounds of it. Hope you take the old pair off first. That's true. You don't want to just add on the loads. Joodle says, I now have the image of Justin that I really didn't need to. What, with just bigger and bigger pants? And eventually, like 2 weeks in, you look like a World War I fighter pilot? That's probably why those World War I fighter pilots look like that. Because I imagine, I'm not an expert on aviation, but back in the old days when you had your Sopwith Camel, right? You couldn't, there was no area for luggage. So if you wanted spare pants, you had to wear them. You had to Joey from Friends. That feels like a really good take about World War One. I think I did that. Priority seating, says Hi-Ho Kermit. We know it will not let this chat through. No, it did. It did get through. Justin says, I've been playing Block Drop more recently. Is this about your pants? Completed World Wipe then. What is World Wipe? No one's telling me what World Wipe is. Hi-Ho Kermit says her backside looks like Grant and Phil. And if you look just a little bit lower, I think that's the back of Peggy's head. And from the top, I have no idea what's happening. Right, I think we're almost done on this one. I can give you what I'm doing. I can give you my thing, but I didn't bother writing it down. I was busy trying to make a video or something. So let's go through some of this. This is the least well put together show I've done in ages. What are you going to do?
Here are the plugs where you can see Stephen and
Hello, and so here's what I'm doing this week. What day is it today? Tuesday. Nope. And then Wednesday, I should be appearing on GB News, reviewing the news. By then, I'm still thinking of keeping the beard. I've been trimming it on the sides, just letting the front grow out more. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to look like Alien from that film. Can't remember what it's called. And then on Thursday, nothing. Then on Friday, nothing. Then on Saturday, crap. Well, I was meant to be on Times Radio, but they asked me to cover last week, so I imagine I won't be. GB News, 11 o'clock Saturday night, I'll be reviewing the... Is that literally all I've got all week? Okay, well, it looks like I need to be less offensive in the songs I record and more begging about Ko-fi. So on Thursday, we'll do another one of these, where we will do a live stream. We'll chat through some news. I better pull my finger out. I'm gonna... Do you know what? If I'm a bit more careful when I pull my finger out, maybe I won't need to change the pants. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to say, yes, tune in for some of that. I'll do a Ko-fi video. Oh, we will do a Friday one this week. I was meant to be on 5 Live on Friday morning, but they've moved me to a different slot because of the war. So in many ways, I'm the real victim of this war. Because for a while there, we thought it was Sexy Karen in the Travel Lodge, wherever it's in the Travel Tavern. And then we realised Fish and Chips might be the big victims, but now it's me. Been moved from a 5 Live slot because they want someone who knows about the war. Have they not seen that? I could do a song about the war. Are they not entertained? Oh, we've already got the thing up there. She is not a salmon. She might be. World Wipe and Block Drop are games on the YouTube app. There are games on the YouTube app? More like Alf. Are you saying It is a little, isn't it? It is. I'm definitely in the area where I've got a bit of width. Do you know what I mean? I can look at that. I'm definitely going to grow it to the extent of doing a Terry Thomas. Ding dong. And that is how I talk to ladies. And I don't know why it only seems to be the chatbots that are up for that. You get on the old voice mode on Copilot, and you can go, ding dong, and she doesn't seem to mind. Level 16 was as far as I could get on World Wipe. Really? Whoa, spit my drink. Nuts. My energy drink of the day. Sorry, stay there. Stay there. Hang on. One essential thing you have in the shed. A lot of absorbent Regina Blitz. This is genuinely, it's called Regina Blitz, and you do not want to know what I was Googling for at the time, but I don't have good diction, and I ended up buying some of this. Chatbots don't have doorbells. Well, that's probably why they don't mind. She eats cats. Oh, sorry, Steve eats cats. What? That's almost what you've heard. Is that the rumor you've heard about me? Damn. How was that just censored? How was what just censored? I don't know. Someone mentioned nuts. We do, because that's the theory is at some point you'll be able to buy desk nuts. Would you be interested in that? We're still at... Steve's so shocked at my achievement that he knocked over his drink. I did. Level 16? The precursor to level 42. Or maybe after a few band members had left, like S Club. That's what it is. Oh, man alive. This. Ironic. It's called Virtue, and you won't see much of that on here. So Steve's done that one. Justin, I'm still howling. What? Don't let the funniest thing on the show be the fact that I made a spillage. I got wet jeans down here. My fault for wearing them. I think we're up to date. Chatbots, yeah. Well, look, I think we've got it sorted. You know all the news that you need to. Basically, you know, the war's over, and I will be chatting up grok with me moustache later. Ding dong. Actually, that one's less Terry Thomas. I need the gap in the teeth for Terry Thomas. But that is more Windsor Davis, isn't it? Lovely boy. We'll work on that. So I think we're up to date with all that needs. The funniest things are the ones being censored. I don't know what to show. Can I see the censor? I've never tried to do it on this one. No, look. I've got it on that I can see what's being censored, but nothing's being censored. I know this is not the time to try and fix it. Joodle says I've got wet jeans too. Steady up, ding dong. Can you say that these days? No. This show is absolutely... We definitely need to do night ones where we can do filth and not feel too bad about it. So, go and enjoy wetting your jeans, dropping your blocks, and whatever else you seem to get up to on the internet, you lot. And Thursday at 12, we'll have another crack at doing one of these ones. Meanwhile, till next time...
Here comes the news with a twist and a grin. Steve and Alan diving in again.
Britain is in the grip of a vomiting epidemic.
Are we sure? He'll hit your brain like a lightning spark. Steve and Alan almost daily. Laughs and facts served out plainly. Your dose of wit, it's never shady. Steve and Alan almost daily.
Ding dong.